And wait, we have also giveaway for you guys. First three applicants can get a chance for the free interaction with mentors. Use this code LUCKY100 for the free interaction. So let's start this video. Hey everyone, welcome back to Crazy Ideas. We have a hilarious news for you. We are very excited to tell you this is the launching a back-to-back series of career option after B.Tech. In this video with the alumni interaction, and what are the curious part? Let me tell you. You are also interact with those who work in MNCs and study in abroad. Who is the alumni of Great Institute of India like VIT and SRM. You can also take a guidance and get a chance to talk with them. We know many students have a doubt after B.Tech. What should the next career option for you? So don't worry, we are here for solving your doubts about your career. Our intent is to interact with the multinational corporation mentors and also those who study in abroad. For more information, you can go SimpliClarify.com. Link is in description, and you can also book to one-to-one session with the alumni. And for you, in this video, we also launch a giveaway. For the first three applicants, you can get a chance for interaction with the mentors and alumni. Use this code LUCKY100 and get a free chance for interaction. Can you give a brief intro about your academic background?
Yeah, so my name's Bhavishya Garg and I'm a support engineer at Microsoft. I did my graduation, my B.Tech from VIT VELLORE, and I did my majors in computer science with specialization in information and security. And I did my high schooling from New Delhi, SMRA Public School. So that's about me. That's my academic background.
And what was the first feeling when you got a mail from being placed in Microsoft?
That feeling is just incomparable. You see, that is just it's just second to none. So for the first time in your life, you are gonna step into the corporate world. You are just giving interviews day and night, and you are just practicing how to present in interviews, and then you get a mail that you have been selected in one of the big three companies in the world. So all those emotions I went through at that time cannot be explained in words. So you just live in those moments, I guess. And I think that yes, my the whole recruitment process took about month and a half. So in total, I gave around 5 interviews. So the last 3 interviews were like a week each. So I have to wait. Every Friday, we were like expecting that we'll be getting a final result. We'll be getting the final shortlisted students. But every Friday, they'd say that we are having another interview. So the last 3 weeks were like just that. But finally, after getting rejections from many companies, like I had interviews in Amazon, Bank of America also, but getting rejected from there and then getting selected in Microsoft. So yes, that feeling cannot be expressed, but that was just one-off feeling, you can say.
Yeah, that feeling was best feeling in there.
Yes.
So our next question will be that a lot of students wait till the third year and then start preparing for the placement. So do you feel it's better to start early and the CGPA matters a lot? So please share some placements for its do's and don'ts regarding the placement.
I think that it's a no-brainer that early bird catches the worm. So the early you start preparing for anything, the more beneficial it would be for you. So I think that starting at a little early stage than your friends or the others you see in your classes is always better for you. But if you have like not given yourself such time to prepare for interviews, and not only interviews, you need to be like giving time to your coding skills as well. So if you have not given time to yourself till coming to third year, uh, third year is like a very big year in engineering terms, because coming to third year you tend to realize the pressure of what placements actually are. And by the time you realize that pressure, it's almost a time to like cause you have some minor projects which are very heavy at that moment in third year. So fifth semester, sixth semester, the project workload is very much too. So you have to go through all those moments, and I guess if start early, it can give you a head start from all of your other fellow competitors. But if you don't start early, that doesn't matter much to me, because I myself started preparing for coding. I started coding in fifth semester, but I started regularly coding during my sixth semester, or the third year's last sem, because then I got to know from my seniors that you have to be really good at problem solving skills, and you need to be really good at expressing how you are solving your question. The only thing, so coding is not the only thing that matters when you sit in interviews. The interviewer tries to get what you are trying to present them in, how clean and concise you can present yourself to them. So I think all these things matter. And coming to the CGPA part, I guess I'm not the one to direct you guys on CGPA, because I don't myself have much good CGPA. But I think that if you guys maintain a minimum CGPA too, you can get like in VIT, I think if we have a CGPA of around 8, we can qualify for any company, I guess. So if you maintain that minimum CGPA and don't pressurize yourself to get to like, I have to maintain a CGPA of 9, because getting a 9 CGPA at the end of your college is not the only, should not only be the only objective of your college life, because 9 pointers, they devote so much of their time to projects and preparation that they almost forget to socialize much in their college life, and they are just bound in their studies itself. So I have many friends of mine who are 9 pointers, but they didn't socialize much in college, and thus I have seen that they don't have much good communication skills too. So yes, I would say that CGPA does matters, but it would be good if you focus more on your communication skills, and more on your programming language, which language you take, which the projects you include in your resume. All those things matter more. So I think yes, if you start around third year, or late in third year, so that would be a good time to start. But if you have time, and if you are focusing on studies, and you need to score a good placement in super dreams and all, then it would be good if you start in second year or late second year.
Okay, so if we summarize your points, so a person who is scoring 8
Hmm.
CGPA at the end of fourth year, so he can also qualify in every company and get as players
Definitely,
as you have in Microsoft, right? Okay.
definitely.
And from your point of view, the second most important thing is socialization, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We need to socialize with people in order to understand things. Okay, so then we move on to our very second question. So which was that everyone makes some mistake throughout their life. So what was yours, and what advice would you want to give to your juniors for their journey?
So yes, there are some mistakes, and some mistakes are still being done. But I think from my college perspective, the very I would say ignorant mistake from my side was that I was not as socialized. I did not socialize much with my seniors. So I knew that there are, I had some good seniors with me who were like placed in good companies. I knew that this bhaiya is placed here and he's here. So, but I was always hesitant to like ask them to, bhaiya, help me out with this thing, or help me out with that thing.
How can people reach out to you for your guidance, and how can simply clarify help undergraduate student?
So I think that Simply Clarify is a one-stop platform for all the undergrads who are going to sit for placements, and for all those who are even trying to get for higher studies abroad. So in Simply Clarify, what this basically is doing is, it is bringing together all those recently passed out graduates from the reputed colleges who are now placed in some very big companies in corporate world. So even as some undergrads who don't get precise guidance as to what they need to do in getting placed in such big companies. So they can just land up here at Simply Clarify, and they can get to book a one-on-one session with any of the guy mentor that is present on the portal. So I think that Simply Clarify comes as a blessing in disguise for undergrads who are like sitting at their home, who cannot communicate much with their seniors, because when you are in hostels you can easily communicate with each other. You get to know much about more about your seniors who got placed in such companies, but at home it is very difficult to like communicate with all the seniors and get to know all the basic details of what should be prepared and what should be no, what should not be done. And also every mentor here has his or her own tips and tricks which they can share with you guys. And I think that Simply Clarify, through Simply Clarify you can also come to me for guidance on how to crack Microsoft or other companies interviews, and how to be good at your you how to be good at explaining how you did coding in this round, and how well you are going to present your code in front of the interviewer. So I think what matters more is how you present yourself in the interviews, and the coding round is just a basic thing to clear.
That's good of by Simply Clarifies.
Okay, so coming to a very last question, which is any tips you want to give to your audience, or something you would like to tell about the experience in Microsoft. So basically, you want you to tell your experiences and some things that you experienced in Microsoft when you joined the company.
See, Microsoft is not only a company, it's a community in itself, and you don't get to know the insides of these companies like the big three, Google, Apple, Microsoft, these companies. You don't actually get to know why these companies are so big until and unless you get placed yourself in these companies, because the culture they inherit, the values they possess, all these things can only be felt like when you get in there. Because I myself before joining thought of Microsoft as like it's paying good, it's a good company, you can join it. But after joining, what you see is how their managers and how your just seniors are trying to make yourself home, the sense of belongingness they present to you, and the sense of openness they have in between the new joinees. Not only when we were the full time, so now I'm a full time, but when I was an intern, they were not treating interns like, okay, so he's an intern, he will be here for 2 3 months and then he'll go, so let's just not focus on him. But they were treating us like we are full time only. So I think that there are some cultures, there are their own, they have their own code book for these things. So I think that being at Microsoft or in any company, I won't say only Microsoft possesses such culture, but every company which is established, which has a good history, will always have some cultural values and ethics, which their software engineers always possess. So I think that Microsoft and other companies are good.
So thanks a lot, Bhavya, for your lovely responses, sharing your all your what we can say, your experiences and your conduct which you done in your fourth year and everything. So guys, if you liked our session with this, so we will highly recommend you to go Simply Clarify and book such one-to-one sessions, and therefore we can bring to you such sessions with more frequently and with more great mentors. So yeah, thank you.
Thank
You
you so much,
guys.
Veer.
So this video is powered by Simply Clarify. Thank you on the behalf of Crazy Writings team.